Hello everyone, welcome to the Nighttime Tea Review. This is your host Lily Rivers. Tonight we embark on a journey into space with To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by New York Times best-selling author of Eragon, Christopher Paolini. If you're the kind of person that enjoys listening to people talk about books they're reading, this might be something you like. If not, then don't listen because it will be a waste of your time. With that said, let's get started. I purchased this through Premier Collectibles. It is a signed copy of the book. So it came with a certificate of authenticity and obviously the signature, which was really awesome, especially because this is an author that I like. So definitely worth it. I believe it was only $30. And I did get it on Friday. I want to say maybe Thursday, but I think it was Friday. The days tend to blur together nowadays. But it's supposed to be widely available on the 15th, so I think this is just because I pre-ordered it and it is a signed edition. It's got a beautiful, gorgeous cover. And as you will see, the book jacket on the video, the image there, I at least really like it. The whole effect with like the stars in space and just her kind of like either floating or falling down into it. It's really, really cool. So the book jacket summary, I'm going to go ahead and read from the inside here. It says, Kira Navares dreamed of life on new worlds. Now she's awakened a nightmare. During a routine survey mission on an uncolonized planet, Kira finds an alien relic. At first, she's delighted, but elation turns to terror when the ancient dust around her begins to move. As war erupts among the stars, Kira is launched into a galaxy-spanning odyssey of discovery and transformation. First contact isn't at all what she imagined, and events push her to the very limits of what it means to be human. While Kira faces her own horrors, Earth and its colonies stand up upon the brink of annihilation. Now, Kira might be humanity's greatest and final hope. So, to me, that definitely hooks me. I want to know what's going to happen. I'm very excited. I obviously bought the book for a reason, right? But. And back of the book jacket does have it about the author, which I have read this before. Not from this book, but from one of the other books, because I have read the Eragon series, But I'm going to go ahead and read it now. Christopher Paolini was born in Southern California and has lived most of his life in Paradise Valley, Montana. He published his first novel, Eragon. Yes, that is the series I read before. In 2003 at age 19 and quickly became a publishing phenomenon. His inheritance cycle, Eragon, and its 3 sequels has sold nearly 40 million copies worldwide. To Sleep in a Sea of Stars is his first adult novel. And I do own all of the other series. It's definitely, to me, exciting as well because I did grow up with the other series, as it was coming out. And I remember, if anybody else that's listening remembers too, that it took forever for the last book to come out. I was just at the point where I was like, is it even coming out anymore? No shade there, Christopher. But it was quite a wait. But it was a very anticipated book, to say the least. But it's definitely, seeing the transition from that into, as it says here, his first adult novel. And obviously, when he started writing that, he was in his still, young adult teenager years. To now, definitely, I'm excited to see how his writing has changed, But I am very excited. And for anybody that's read the Inheritance Cycle, this is definitely just the first sight when you look at the book. It's a really big book, which is not surprising to me considering that even the shortest book of the Inheritance Cycle was still pretty big. It's not small chapter books. If you're looking for something small, this is definitely not for you. This has just here. It's 800 and something pages. But I'm trying to get the number exactly. So just for the actual story chapters, it looks like it's 821. Now when you go with the appendix stuff and the afterward acknowledgments, you get to 873. And so, you know, it's not a small chapter book, as I said. So you open the book, you know, it's got the signature that's usually going to see the stars, lets you know everything else he has written. And it has a dedication here. As always, this is for my family and also for the scientists, engineers, and dreamers working to build our future among the stars. Pretty kick-ass. Okay. Then it has a contents. Jeez, I can't talk. And, which, very exciting in my opinion, and for me, a fractalverse novel. So, from what I have seen, which I've tried not to look into it too much because I don't want anything spoiled for me, this is definitely a whole new universe. So, for anybody that's read the Inheritance Cycle, that's obviously a completely different universe. But now there's a fractalverse novel, which to me says there will either be sequels or there will be a lot of other things happening in this universe, which I am really, really, really excited about. I was definitely, I haven't read the book, but when I first opened it and saw that, I had a little freak out moment because it's like, oh my god, we're getting another universe. Like, yes, awesome. And I've also seen on his Instagram or Christopher's Instagram, but there is going to be merch. I saw the shirts that, you know, merch coming soon, whatever, and they look pretty awesome, so I'm definitely going to be grabbing some of those things. And I think there's also going to be, I know there's pins that went out with some of the pre-ordered like bundles, but there's also some jewelry, and it's like a sort of necklace, and I know that his Etsy shop has a pin for the Fractalverse, so that's pretty cool. Now, when you flip onto the next page, there is a little list here between these two images. The League of Allied Worlds and Non-Allied. So, yeah, it's freaking cool. Can't wait to start reading it. So now the first chapter, so it says part 1, Exogenesis, and the first chapter is called Dreams. I will not be reading this, you know, out loud. I will be reading this on my own, and next episode I will be talking about the first chapter, what I thought about it. So anybody that's reading, if you want to read along, if you already read it, just if you want to drop by in so that you can listen to what I have to say, or just, you know, that kind of a thing. I know I enjoy doing that. Again, if it's not your cup of tea, don't listen to me. If you made it this far, thank you. Until next time.